Morning guys, it is 5 in the morning and I'm at Lisbon Airport and I'm off to Madeira and I am so excited. A scouting trip, a little bit of adventure, and hopefully some really cool photos coming from Madeira. I'm also a little bit excited / nervous about this flight because it's supposed to be one of the craziest airports or craziest landings in the world. Apparently, the airport runway is kind of on stilts in the ocean or something like that. I don't really understand. Maybe I don't want to understand. But either way, let's catch a flight. Let's go to Madeira. I don't have footage of the runway, so here's a screen capture of it from Google Earth. Now, let's see what it's like to land there. Went to give the girl at the check-in my residence card, and I said to her in Portuguese, "Oh, and I'm a resident." And she said, "Oh no, I assumed as much because you speak Portuguese, even though you're Canadian." And I was just like, whoa, that's the first time anybody's ever complimented my Portuguese. So maybe it's getting better? It's not getting better. But anyway, let's board this flight. Portuguese people are way too nice. Embarrassingly, my Portuguese is still terrible. Although I'm getting pretty good at some of the swear words. Some of which I'll definitely be using as we drop down through the bumps of the air and the crosswinds onto the runway in Madeira.
We were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
As I land with a bunch of curses on my mind, I can't help but wonder why it's taken me so long to get to Madeira. I mean, it's only a 90-minute flight from Lisbon. Okay, landed in Madeira. And yeah, the landing, I was on the wrong side of the plane, for sure, the wrong side. The other side looked epic, but absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm really excited to be here. Let's go find my friends and go find some photos. I'm doing a photo scouting trip of the island. I'm here for 6 days and really hoping to find the best of the place.
Turn the memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're...
Okay, so made it to Madeira. My friends are staying at a different place and I was a little bit sad that there wasn't enough room over at their place. I had to book somewhere else. This place was dirt cheap actually, to be honest, and I was not expecting this because the room, yes, it's kind of basic, but if you come with me outside, it's not so basic. Huge balcony, and then look at this, the huge swimming pool right on the ocean there. The coastline here, the beach is right there. It's a walking area. There's some like rocks in the water, these epic hills. I can't explain to you how beautiful it is here. It is blowing my mind how amazing Madeira is, and I can't even properly show you because half of the cool things we're seeing is while I'm driving and the roads are so gnarly that I can't film it. So eventually I'm gonna get some of my participants, I think, to do some filming on the drives because it is absolutely crazy and I am in love with this place already. A cheesier version of me might say the slogan for Madeira tourism should be, you didn't really understand love at first sight until you set eyes on Madeira.
Hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way.
Okay, we've come up to the northeast part of Madeira, close to the airport again, and I think this is São Lourenço. And it is crazy, the microsystems, the microclimates here. Just 15 minutes away on the other side of the hill, it's tropical and bananas and sugarcane. Tropical things growing, and then here it's desert. Absolutely unreal. And we're hiking around, doing some location scouting, trying to find a really cool photo. I've seen a couple images that are really nice from out here, so I don't think we're gonna struggle too much. I just don't know how far we're gonna have to walk to find it. I'm blown away by the diversity to Madeira. You can drive anywhere on this island in about an hour, but every corner feels like a different part of the planet.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Woo, it's a little bit windy, but man, is it epic here. I'm gonna keep saying that on this trip, I think, because everywhere we go, it's just so awesome. So we've come to, I think this is called Gorilla Rock or something like that out here. I'm not sure I see a gorilla, maybe that's Gorilla Rock, but sea stacks, cliffs, absolutely beautiful. Although I don't think that this is a sunset photo because I think it's gonna be cast in shadow. So epic, but maybe we'll backtrack to a previously spotted shot. Okay, so the wind's still hitting us pretty good, and we've driven actually out of where we were to a different viewpoint that you can actually drive to, just because it seemed like the angle of the sun was likely gonna light this all up. And here you've just got this incredible seascape. We're, I don't know, because I'm really bad at guessing, 100 meters up, straight up on this cliff. And then you've got this beautiful colored rock along this way, sea stacks. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. So honestly, I think you could probably almost set up anywhere here and get a photo, but probably need the sun to get out from behind these clouds. And hopefully that happens. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm struggling, but I am walking around and trying to find how this works. The problem is that there's a shadow, and the question is, will the sun move far enough to the left to unshadow at sunset? I think it has a chance it will, but I'm also really trying to find the right angle to, you know, do this justice, because to the human eye, this is epic. And I think it's really hard to decipher as a photographer what looks good to the human eye and what looks good to the camera and what looks good on film. So I'm kind of struggling with how do I make this look like a good photo because it looks so good to the eye. And I'm thinking I probably just stretch the lens out a little bit, maybe reach towards the like 35 mil range at least, maybe up to 70, I'm not really sure, and just play with some medium long exposures of the sea stacks and that really beautiful colorful rock. So that's where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to find the right place to set up shop, and I haven't exactly found that yet. Okay, so I think I found an epic photo, but I don't know how safe I feel about it, and definitely there's too many people right now to do it. But here, actually, basically at the parking lot, there's a spot you can set up where there's this tower looking thing way out that would put me in the landscape. So I'm thinking big, little person, big landscape with me standing there. But it looks pretty scary, especially because it's really windy. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna try it or not. I'm gonna wait until the wind comes down, the situation works out, I'll try to pull this off. The situation did work, although I think maybe I'm too small in this composition. What do you guys think? The sun's coming down. I just ran out to that point to see if it was safe. It is definitely safe, but because of the angle, I don't think it looks that epic from up here. But what I did find is it's actually probably the best place to set up your tripod because you have a nice clean foreground, beach. So I might try this photo again from just slightly down the hill with me standing in it, and then I might set up my tripod on that point to get this photo just the way I want it. So we got like 15 minutes until sunset, still tons of time to make this work. The light punched through and absolutely smothered the coastline. I'm really happy with this image. I definitely wouldn't call that a fail. I think there were some cool images there. There's a really, really nice glowing light on the cliffs that way. Unfortunately, as soon as the soft golden light hits, you lose all the beautiful color that's in the cliffs, which is sad. And also we didn't get any light at all in the sky. There was just not a whole lot. There's a little bit of color, just not a lot of color. So really fun location. Not sure the photos show how dramatically epic it is. And we're gonna keep rolling. Find a sunrise location for the morning, which is only like 10 hours away, so I should probably get some sleep. In the morning we didn't go far, but I totally forgot to film it. So this is an image from the location. It's actually a spot I want to go back to. In fact, the whole island is. It already has me planning future trips. Okay, I had such a fun time exploring what is just a tiny little piece of Madeira so far. It is so beautiful here. It might be my new favorite place. I'm not going out on a limb, I don't think, when I say that. It is my type of place. I love cloud forest, I love mountains, I love the coast, and I love places that put it all together like that. And that's this. I'm so surprised it's not more popular. And I kind of hope it doesn't get more popular, selfishly, because this is a place I can see myself coming to all the time. In fact, I've just announced a photography workshop here. A retreat, in fact, so you could bring a family member, a loved one, who doesn't really care about photography and wants to just sit in a villa and enjoy views like this by the pool all day. So head to my website, there's a link in the description to that if you're interested. And otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next episode, as I think we're exploring, I don't know, maybe the Highlands or something like that here in Madeira. And I'm excited, so I'll see you guys there. Peace.